My name is Jonathan Parks, and welcome to Jonathan's Nature Crafts. I must inform you that I do not live in this house by myself, but live here with other people. Sometimes other members of the household may have to walk through areas where I might be recording with other family members on the phone. If you hear any noise like that, please feel free to disregard. We are doing our best to get noise canceling equipment, which may at least keep you from hearing exactly what is being said. Thank you for considering. I know what y'all see here is I'm wearing something I don't usually wear for my videos. This little cross of a necklace that I made out of a mammoth tusk, and I'm only kind of put that on because, you know, when I kind of like to go out to eat or go out to coffee shops and things like that, I kind of like to put that on just to kind of show a little skill and decoration and do a little things. And I say that with all I kind of got to do right now, just kind of wanted to come on and kill a little time with a video, just kind of trying to show you all just a quick little step I have, and would probably say it could probably be a little bit better if I got out gouges to do it with, but I'd say maybe we have the time to get one out here, and hopefully it's not going to be too sharp or too much of a hazard tonight, because as you all know, I kind of got a little cut on my hand earlier, and so I say maybe instead we'll just go ahead and use the knife to get it out. I drew these lines. That's the kind of like the place where the little sleeves come in, and I'd say there's probably other steps be made further on, but we got that little line out. Now we kind of got another one to kind of come along and make here and get a little bit of something removed from there, and I say just remove whatever I say that we just are not going to need, and kind of try to get a little set in place here. And I say with just one other type of little work we have, we're going to take a little step here and remove this as well. There's probably a certain step we'll have to take along the front of the head, and when I was kind of doing those St. Nicholas figures that were a little bit bigger with the boots and all, that was kind of a step I forgot to take since I was kind of doing so much time to a video demonstration. And I say if we had a little time, we'd probably be out on the patio tonight, but I decided I kind of needed a little restaurant time just to get myself a little bit of some relaxation tonight. And I'd say the last couple of nights had been kind of different. I'd kind of been in the house during the night because it was kind of one of those nights I was probably just needing to recover from a few things, kind of get back to my exercise routines and things, but spent a little time in the pool and in the hot tub at the Y today, so that was kind of how that just worked out for all the better. And we got these little places here where we're kind of carving out little hands and little sleeves just to make little St. Nicholas have a bright little shiny about him, just to kind of make how we kind of brighten our days just a little bit, and see how this is just bright characters in wood that make their way to us, kind of show us all a little grace and wonder in our lives and what we do and what we see and how we work about it, just to kind of show a little time and character to do a little bit of work here and there. And kind of I say just remove a little line here among this little sleeve, just kind of remove out the center and take out a little cutty line. And I say just kind of take it along on this walnut. We just did it on the genuine and African mahogany, so this is where you see that we kind of get a little line in just to kind of make the work come out just as it ought to go and ought to be, and to do what this is the kind of thing that makes its way in our lives as we work each day for what we do and what we make, what we have and say. And I say that this is just kind of how little projects shall make their way along. And I'll tell y'all that this little pleasure of a project is neat. It just kind of has a way of doing us over. And I tell y'all, people, this piece of walnut is exceptionally hard, so I'm going to use a little caution not to kind of get another cut like I did earlier today, and work our way about it and see how this little sculpting can come out and turn out a little certain way and come down to make this. I think while we're at it, we might go ahead and, since we have time, make the little place at the top of the head here and just kind of remove the extra access ways that this is going to see a little light and work and weigh in us. I say that we just kind of lost the guard here, but I say this kind of sort of work is just simple, removing what we have coming from the front of the head. I say just a little sculpting that shall be so bright, shiny, easy, wonderful. I say probably I'm using my best caution this time around, trying to make sure that we are safe, not cutting our thumb. It's almost like a little knife, you know, it has to be sharp enough to cut the wood, but you know, you kind of have to remove the wood in a way that you won't cut your skin. So this is how a little work shall make its way about us. And see, because see, it has to be sharp to cut the wood, but if it is sharp, it can cut your skin. So this is just the way you have to be so cautious about your doings and your little work you have in life. And I say just come down to where we get these other ones as well, kind of take it on. And I am getting a little bit of scattering of the chips. One day I'll find a solution to this. I've already thought of one already, and it's going to come. But I say that this is just kind of little ways of working in ways to see what we shall make of what we have. I say it's just kind of like one little project we make of another. And so I say little kind of tiring times we have just showing up, making a little work come and take us a little further away down the hatch. I say just removing stuff we don't need, kind of taking it where it's going to be such an image to us that we don't need no help or time. I say coming up here, we're about to take care of this last little one, last little two, and this is probably the one that came out the softest of all the little blanks we have. At least this particular Honduran mahogany did for the woods we are here using. And coming down to it, got one more to go, just one little cutoff to make of the little hat of the little Alpine St. Nicholas to show how good and gracious our holy God is. And oh, I say, work is just progressing, and there's probably a thing or two we're going to do to kind of straighten things out here, but we got little crookedness on these hats. We'll take care of that eventually, but did want to come on just to say these words and show a little grace in how a little work shall get done. And by all things, I say that this is just the kind of thing I come on here to do. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Stay tuned.